on a totally flawed movie review tonight, and today I've been watching a really good suspenseful thriller, and they did a remake in 2006. Come on, what year it was? And I enjoyed that one, but this one was way better. I mean, Jesus Christ, I was like, this is a really good thriller, and the film is When a Stranger Calls, of course. So I'm reviewing that one, not that one. As you see. And Jesus Christ, this film was suspenseful. I do remember this film, and I remember the first part of the film. And it just creeped the shit out of me when I first watched it. And I watched it again, you know what, it's still scared the shit out of me. It's a scary movie, and I never watch this when you're babysitting, that's for sure, before you babysit. And okay, right. A terrified young babysitter and increasingly ringing throat and whispered threats set stage for one of the most suspenseful thrillers ever filmed. Carol Kane stars as babysitter who is tormented by a series of ominous phone calls until a compulsive cop, Charles Durham, is brought on the scene to have pretend the psychotic killer. 7 years later, however, the nightmare begins again when the madman returns to mercilessly haunt Kane, now a wife of a mother, but no longer a naive girl though. Still terrified but prepared, she moves boldly to thwart the main attack and scenes that culminate in a nerve-shattering conclusion. Right, okay, so I've watched this tonight and damn what a good film. I'm going to say it straight away. Straight off, good film. Loved it. Like I said, I remember the first part of the film and I made that scene creeped the hell out of me. Like I said, at the beginning of the film you see this girl who babysits these kids from this family who like go out somewhere to dinner or something together with this husband and wife. Of course, she has to look after the kids. But anyway, when she stays for a bit, she talks to someone on the phone. Of course, she's chatting her off, and then she starts getting these weird phone calls, and it is creepy as hell. Honest to God, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Because when you first hear it, all you hear is like, no, the first time he phones, he puts the phone down. This person. And his character, and his name's Duncan. Is it something Duncan? I can't remember his name. Kurt Duncan or something. And this is his crazy character's name, of course. Of course, it turns out to be British. Of course, he's actually British, which is interesting. I suppose you can call him the animal lector of him, but he's not really animal lector, but he's still pretty terrifying. This guy's. Oh, bloody hell! I'm not joking. I was just like, geez, this film is creepy as hell. It's got some like suspenseful, quite intense moments in it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But anyway, it's a great movie. Like, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So anyway, so when she starts getting these phone calls, all you hear is like, have you checked the children? It's like, yeah, when you first hear it, you think, okay, that's creeper. And then you hear it again, and you think, that's creeper. You hear it again, it's pretty creepy, I tell you. It doesn't help when he does it the third time because it kind of gets worse suspenseful. It definitely gets more suspenseful because he keeps going, have you checked the children? You haven't checked the children, have you? Oh boy, it's creepy. Honest to God, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. It has moments you think it surprises you because you think, oh, I didn't know that happened in the movie. Oh boy, that's creepy. So anyway, she keeps getting these phone calls. Of course, she calls the cops. They say if you're going to keep him on longer, they can trace where he is. Interesting, because it's like, Jesus Christ, is that a good thing or bad thing where he is? Because there's a slight bit of twist where he is in the movie, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It might have a slight bit of spoiler in this review, because, you know, the film is so good, I was just like, Jesus Christ, suspense, fantastic performance. So anyway, like I said, she keeps getting these freaking weird phone calls, and she's getting like quite nervous about it. And she plays the actress who plays her is a brilliant actress. She really is great. And she's, you know, the fears there, the freaking suspense is there. The performance is really good in the film. She plays it so damn. She's like a really innocent kid in it, and you can see it in her face, the terror and stuff like that. It's pretty scary. This film is. Of course, and it's quite an old film. I'm not sure what year it is. 1979. So it's like a 40 or almost 40. So anyway, God damn, I was like, this film is so good. I mean, Jesus Christ, what? It's just an intense movie. It's suspenseful, very suspenseful. And so anyway, she calls the cops, and one of the cops says, "Why did you whistle down the phone loud so he burst his eardrum?" So how's that going to bloody help? Well, of course, and then the cop phones up again, and the next minute, it turns out he's hiding in the house, and it's just like, shoot, shoot, oh, what the hell? And it's so intense, it's like, Jesus Christ. Like I said, it might have some spoilers in this film, because I've had enough, I want to add some spoilers in this, just, it's so good. So anyway, the film sets 7 years later, where he's being caught by the cops, of course, and turns out he's, done something to the kids. I'm not saying what, because it's pretty nasty. Anyway, so the film sets 7 years later, and of course he starts freaking, and of course he escapes, of course, and of course he starts bugging this woman, annoying this freaking woman. The thing is though, right, he actually tries to go on the straight and narrow, but you think he's trying to go a bit straight, and not trying to, but at the same time he's not, and of course you're gonna, then you realise when's he gonna, then you think to yourself, when's he gonna actually explode again, and kill someone again, because you expect it to happen in the movie, because he's a little bit on edge a little bit in this movie. So anyway, so he meets this woman, of course, in this like bar. So of course, so it happens to him. He gets beaten up and stuff, and of course he starts following her home to her apartment, of course. And he turns up there, and she's a bit casual about the whole situation. She says, "Oh, I'll just go home, whatever. I'll talk to you tomorrow," and stuff like that. Of course, deep down you think, I bet she's terrifying, really, because something really off with the guy. Straight away you think something definitely is off with the guy. Like I said, he gets beaten up and stuff like that. So anyway, of course the cop turns up later. The detective in it, of course. And then you think to yourself, is he crossing the line a bit? Until you realise what he did to the kids. Then you think, you know what, he deserves it. And by the same time you think, is he crossing the line a bit because he wants to kill this guy, murder him? Which I understand why. And the guy who plays the detective, absolutely awesome performance, great actor. There's like a cat and mouse thing in this situation where he starts chasing him and stuff, and that scene was quite. He starts chasing him and stuff like that. I mean, he's not like a young guy, of course. He's quite old, but he still knows how to freaking play a cat and mouse game. This guy. Yeah. So you wonder when is he going to explode? When is he going to lose it again? Because he's on edge a little bit. So anyway, so he meets the woman in it. Of course, he says. Of course, he shows her a picture of the guy, of course, and he says, "Yeah, he's been here." So she tries to help him out, trying to catch her, of course. It doesn't quite go to plan, of course. It escapes, So anyway, so like I said, it's set 7 years after. So it's not a very long movie, of course, like it uses. So yeah, but yeah, what a movie this was. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Of course, when you do see the woman from the babysitter from the first part of the film, she's slightly grown up now. Of course, she's got kids and stuff, and she's got a husband, of course. And the last part was pretty suspenseful in itself. Jesus Christ. Oh boy, when she goes to dinner, right? There's like another babysitter. She goes to dinner. So she has a babysitter. She says, if you have any problems, just phone the police officer. So of course, they're having dinner, right? And Jesus Christ, this part was pretty suspenseful in itself. She gets a phone call from when she's having dinner and one of the waiters kind of comes up and says, you got a phone call, of course. Then the next video like that familiar voice saying, "Have you checked the children?" And it's like, and then straight away she went, "What the?" And it's freaking crazy. It's like, Jesus Christ, is she alright? Because when they phone her, the girl, she seems alright. But then you think, is she alright, or is he doing something there to us, trying to freaking? That's what makes it puts you in your head. It puts that in your head. You think, is she alright? Is that guy right there with, threatening her to, and she just pretends to be alright. And of course, when they do arrive on the scene, everything's fine and everything seems fine, of course. And she seems upset though. The girl at the first part of the film, the wife and stuff, and those kids, and so you think to yourself, oh, okay. So anyway, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot happening in between that film, the part. But I can't explain all of it. But like I said, it's an interesting movie. You wonder how he gets into the house all the time because the woman before in the bar where he meets, he somehow gets into the house. into a flat more like. And he did it in the first part of the film. You think, how's he doing it all the time? So anyway, when they're home, like, there's something seems a bit off. She looks at the kids, and of course one of the kids are like holding like a sweet thing, and she says, "How did you get that?" And it was interesting the last bit because I kind of suspected something was going to happen when something happens in it, right? She knows something's off because the phones are not working, and the last bit was pretty intense. I kind of suspected something was going to happen, and I was thinking, oh, I wonder if he's there. So yeah, the film's got the last part is pretty suspenseful in itself. I mean, it was incredible. I was just like, wow, that was fantastic. Loved it. You can tell he's trying to hold it all together and stuff, like try not to go crazy and stuff. But you know he's going to explode and go crazy again. You just know it. You just see it in his eyes because because the last bit was just like, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's almost like a deja vu situation with the girl and stuff. From the first part of the film, who's 7 years back, she was, on her own in the house, and the crazy guy in the house. So yeah, the last part was fantastic. Loved it. So loads of suspenseful moments in it, and great solid performances, and a great movie altogether. So, what I didn't like about the film, nothing. I loved it. There's no wrong with the film. The film was just right. It's a good suspenseful thriller. Great performance. What I liked about the film, great performances, great atmosphere, great freaking suspenseful moments in the movie that just keeps you watching until you think what's going to happen next. It just keeps you guessing on then what's going to happen. When is it going to explode? When is it going to kill someone? And there's one part where he's in the bathroom or so, and he's like starts having these flashbacks, and you see the blood on him and stuff when he's murdered the kids and stuff. And it's pretty disturbing. It's like, Jesus Christ. Of course, he's going to lose it big time. So yeah, great performances, great music. Oh my god, the suspenseful music in it. It's creepy. The music's fantastic, and it's spot on. It's fantastic. It's champion the music. So yeah, I loved it. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 9 out of 10. Loved it. 9 out of 10 for The Stranger Cause. Great movie. If you see the remake, it's a decent remake, not a bad movie. Not as, but you watch this one, you think, what, this one beats the remake at any time of the day. So yeah, but I still enjoyed it. It's not perfect the remake, but I still enjoyed it. So yeah, so I give it 9. So give it 9 out of 10 for When the Stranger Calls. Loved it. It's a great suspenseful thriller that you should watch. You love thrillers, you'll love it. So yeah, that's my review of When a Stranger Calls. Really, so of course, what I might do next is what I'm going to do next. Well, I did it last night, but I just kind of like, nah, it didn't fall right at all. The video didn't. I thought it felt rushed more than anything. I couldn't, so I kind of just delete it and stuff. But what I'm going to do again is do a better job. Try to do a better job. It's all the Halloween movies that I think are worth watching over Halloween. The films like horror films and stuff like that. Or not just, some of them might be not horror, some of them might be. So some of them are kind of got monsters in them, but it's not really a full-blown gore fest of monsters and stuff like that. So yeah, and that's what I might do. All the top type of horror films, all the top 10 movies that you can watch over Halloween that you may enjoy. So yeah. So anyway, people, remember to subscribe to my channel, and if a stranger ever calls, just freaking put the phone down, call the police, and freaking hide in. Just hide, just hide under the, hide somewhere. I mean, find somewhere to hide. Just hide somewhere. So yeah. So anyway, so have a nice evening, people, and remember to subscribe to the channel, and don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. See ya.